Hello, my name is Joshua Woods, and I'm a junior studying medical anthropology and Mediterranean archaeology, which is a strange combination, I know. With the anthropology, I study heart disease, and specifically within my own community. And with the archaeology, I study Corinth, Greece, which I've been fortunate enough to have a job with doing digital archaeology. And the reason why I have to specify Greece is because where I live, it's near northern Mississippi, and there's actually a town in northern Mississippi called Corinth, which a lot of people in my community go to for the Chinese food. Um, but anyway, so on the side, I also study art history, and with that, I focus on the Vanderbilt family. And with this exhibit, I've actually gotten to study Vanderbilt University itself, and it is interesting how the family interacts with the university in the early years, but you'll see some of that, not too much, in the exhibit. But specifically, when I was studying Vanderbilt University, I also wanted to look at Vanderbilt in terms of the Gilded Age, which is roughly defined as the period from the Civil War to World War One, and it's characterized by a great concentration of wealth and a lot of social unrest. So not too golden. That's why it's not called golden, and that's why it's called Gilded. But also not too far from what we see today. Although there's some issues in trying to say that we're in a second Gilded Age, just because there's not as many similarities as one might think from that brief overview. But anyway, so the exhibit examines Vanderbilt during this era, and so my point in the exhibit was to use the faculty and the staff to look at these changes, to really see how they embody this rise of an urban professionalized class, these new and not so new racial dynamics, as well as new forms of scientific, philanthropic, and civic engagements. And so some of the people that you'll encounter are John Fulton, who is a freed slave of Andrew Jackson's Hermitage, funnily enough, and as well as William Laughlin Dudley. Sorry, there was a lot of people. William Laughlin Dudley, who is a chemist and sports fanatic, who our field is named after, possibly. So what you also see a few items. So one of the items that I include is a gold Founders Medal. And this Founders Medal was given away, I think, in 1882, I think is the year. But anyway, you actually get to see that, and if you ever wanted to see it in special collections, you can actually, if you have, I guess, a reason, you can actually go handle it yourself, and it's really interesting. I know I said this probably the only Founders Medal I'll ever handle. But anyway, so working with these people and working with their materials, I've really come to appreciate their humanity in all its complexity, and it's really great to be able for us today to critically engage with the past. And so through all of their accounts, we see changes. We see changes in the curriculum, we see changes in the students, we see changes in the faculty and the campus, which these are the subfields of the exhibit itself. And so this change is really a lot of conflict in narratives, objectives, influences, things like our Methodist roots, things like student autonomy, and with student autonomy, still things that we see today, some things like even food. They get mad about food and costs still. So some things haven't changed. And simply put, I hope people will see through this exhibit where Vanderbilt emerged from, with all its messiness and its difficulties and not so great attributes. But what I also hope that we see and try to take away from this are some of its positive virtues and ideologies and ideals that we can hope to strive to achieve today. Thank you.